Testing 1, 2. Am I in the picture?
I don't know. Good. Are you talking first, or am I just gonna
Are you ready?
start? Yeah.
Okay, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, guys. So we have something new coming today.
Wait.
Did you tell them
Hold on.
about my brilliant idea?
Yeah, what is this? Are you you running the show now?
I mean, we build Jay's way, but this is Steph's way today. Yeah. Okay? Is that okay with you?
Sure.
Okay.
Whatever.
So I came up with a brilliant idea to kind of go back based off of viewer comments, to go back and look at a lot of the projects.
Yeah, because I'm actually a little burnt out right now. I've been going nonstop with building. So yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to go back and look at, because everything I build is Jay's way. It's really not the right way. And everybody lets me know if it's the right way, the wrong way, or what I would do different. And after we take that last final shot, it looks fantastic. But a lot of people are questioning,
does it hold up?
What does it look like now?
Yeah.
So yeah, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go through all the projects, a lot of the main projects that we've done over the past year or so, and we're gonna show you what they look like and show like maybe things that we would have done different, or maybe what you should do, or what we think you should do different if you're gonna do it your own. So yeah, so I think it's a cool idea.
Did you ask Eric if he was okay?
I did.
With you doing this?
I'm gonna go through my house.
Okay.
And go through all the projects I've already done and do an update on all of them.
Dude, that's my
Because
idea.
Eric did mention about he wanted to do this as well, but he's done like 3 projects at his house, dude. I've done like 40.
And I thought of it first.
And
Sorry,
she did-
Eric, but
she
I
did
did.
think of it
I
first.
thought of it first.
Yes. So let's go check out the house.
Let's go. You want to start here?
Yeah, let's start here. So this is a project I did a while back. And what I did is I used some LP Smart Side and just did like a board and batten on the outside just to cover up the old shed. And I mean, what do you think?
I still think it looks really good.
It does.
One thing I did notice is how well this old hand-me-down decking is holding up in the weather.
Yeah. One thing about it is I will say it does get a little bit slippery. So if you're going to use that, maybe you can put some stickers on it or something if it's really, really steep. But because ours isn't that steep, it's actually holding up pretty good. And inside the shed, for the most part, it looks about the same. I got some extra junk up there, a couple extra things in here. But for the most part, everything's been good. We got no leaks. Our paint job has held up nice. Our caulk job, big stretch, is obviously doing its job. No issues with our big stretch there. Very important. And the pallet flag we got there too. Pallet flag looks great. I do see some yellowing. I'm not sure why that is. Maybe that's just the paint I used wasn't covering enough, but I mean, I'm happy.
It still looks really good.
Okay, so first one down. Good. Only thing we'd change maybe is just be careful with the Trex or any type of slippery surface on your ramp.
Yep.
Besides that, good to go. All right. Where are we going?
You pick.
All right, let's do Nana's garden.
The recycled Trex.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Thank you, Arlo.
Thank you, Arlo.
And one thing that did come up is that people were questioning about using like a manufactured material in the garden. And I did some research on it. I didn't really see much on it, whether it's good or bad, but I will tell you what, one thing is that this garden flourishes. It may be Nana, it may be her green thumb or whatever, but I'll tell you what, everything in here grows like crazy. We got squash, we got corn, we got tomatoes, we got everything. And for the most part, you can see some of this is starting to bow out a little bit. I probably could have done a few more supports. But again, it's been a strong year or so that that Ray and I did this one. And I think for the most part, again.
Good. If anything, she probably would have wanted more. She's outgrowing it.
I know,
already.
I know, she's planting corn outside the boxes. So maybe next year we'll come out and do a few more boxes that way. Expansion on Nana's garden because it's getting out of control. All right, done.
Done.
Again, thumbs up. Change, make it bigger. Yo, crazies, quite on the set. So we are in front of my favorite project that I've done, and the biggest that we've done, Ray and I, is the pole barn. And I'll tell you what, it is fantastic. I've had zero, oh, I should knock on wood. I've had zero issues with the pole barn. It's held up great through high winds, and I'm super stoked on how it turned out. The camper fits great. The boat fits in there perfect. I got my power. Everything is awesome.
But wait, this was a hot topic with comments.
Yeah.
A lot of people were worried this thing was going to fall over.
They were. And the reason why, if you haven't seen the whole video, is that these 6x6 on the outside here are not in the ground. They are just on a footer. Now these 6x6 on the low end, they are in the ground by like 2 feet. So Rand Perkins, Jamie and Eric's dad, he's actually one that commented on me that I had these braces this way to keep it from racking sideways, but I didn't have these braces, the ones to keep it from going forward and back. So I did add those after the fact, after the video, and that was a big topic that people were talking about, is that there's nothing to keep it going back and forth. And I think the reason why it's been so successful and it hasn't fallen down yet is because two things. One is it backs up to the hill, so it doesn't get a lot of wind from coming from over the hill that way. And also, it doesn't have any sides on it. If this was a barn and it had sides on it that had a lot of push from the wind, I think it could definitely have a tendency to fall over. But because it doesn't have any sides on it, I think the wind just goes right underneath it. I do have hurricane ties and some lag screws into the joists or into the trusses to keep them down. So we've had zero issues from it. The only thing I had was a big, huge hornet's nest. I might have got it on video. I'll show it. Me and my brother were throwing a volleyball at it. Idiotic brother's in town, and I got this. Dude, you suck. We got this huge wasp nest up there, and we're trying to hit it. Let me have a shot.
Hold on, one more.
All right, here we go. Let's see what you got.
Move over.
Oh! I don't think anything's in it.
Yeah, I see him flying around.
It's really the only issue I've had. What do you think, Steph?
I think it looks great.
Did we see the power? I don't know if I had the power in yet. I don't even know. I did add water. That was another thing too. I did add water here. Because remember when I dug that hole, remember I hit the water line? I didn't hit it, but I knew it was there. So I knew the water line ran right here. So I put a water line in there. So I got water. And you two stop digging. And I did install a full RV style hookup. I got a 50 amp, I got a 30 amp, I got two regular outlets. What do you want to go look at next?
You want to go inside?
We can go inside. Yep, just doing my brilliant again. This stuff is awesome, and the beauty of it is, as you can see, I'm laying in my bed, is that you can do this stuff anywhere. It's brilliant, it really is. The way they come across and the way they're doing things is just phenomenal. I'm on their website here. It says, "We love learning." That they're here to stoke your curiosity, inspire you with the beauty of math, science, and computer science. And like, I look around at some successful people in my life, and you know what I find? Is that they're always learning. They're always reading. They're always looking at things. They're always trying to gain more knowledge, because that's the most important thing I think in life, is gaining knowledge and learning more about whatever it is that you're doing. Your job, your hobbies, your sports, whatever it is, you have to learn to get better. Brilliant creates a culture of learning around inquiry, curiosity, and an openness to failure. All of their courses are written with these principles of learning in mind. I know what you're thinking. What does this guy know? He's just a carpenter. Well, hey, go over and check out their website. There's over 50,000 plus 5-star reviews in the App Store and Play Store. You know what the best part is that you know me. So that means you know I'm going to get you a hookup. So again, if you want to try out Brilliant and see everything it has to offer, you can try it free for 30 days. Just simply go to brilliant.org/buildingjaysway. I got a link in the description down there that you can hit also. And you'll get it for free for 30 days. Also, the first 200 of you that sign up will get 20% off Brilliant's annual premium subscription. So again, that's a pretty good hookup. Check it out. Again, thanks to Brilliant for sponsoring today's video. We love you guys. I love getting smarter. And let's go back to some action. There's one more on the patio that you helped me do. It was the first project that you and I kind of did together, and we are still married, so it must not have been too bad. So let's check it out.
Okay, let's go.
You remember this one?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we put this LP Smart Side panels, sheets, up instead of that nasty plastic. And I'll show you people the shot of that one. What do you think?
I mean, I still think it looks the same as the day we did it. Just
Yeah.
maybe a little dirtier.
I did try to clean it a little bit today, but it does look good. The only thing I will say out here is this, is that if anybody is looking to paint your deck posts or any of your railings or anything that white, I would say no. I mean, it looks good, I think, when it's first done, but as far as upkeep
it's
sucks.
like every year.
It does. As far as the ceiling goes, I think, again, that was definitely a home run. I think it looks great.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So again, only thing changed there is don't use white.
And don't forget, now looking back, maybe I would have put lighting in on each side.
People
Remember
did
we
mention
talked about
that, putting some lighting or putting some ceiling fans in. Oh, and another thing that people mentioned about it is I didn't put any venting in. This was not vented. And the reason why is because this is a manufactured home, so there's no attic. So this doesn't vent anywhere out the ridge cap or anywhere out the roof. So that's why it didn't matter if it had venting or not. I think that was the answer because I talked to Jamie about it because I got a lot of comments on that it wasn't vented, but it doesn't vent anywhere because there's no attic space for it to go up into. So again, I think that would answer some questions people had. So, all right, let's get some stairs. Sorry about the lighting, but my model Stephanie here will talk about our staircase.
Okay, Jason, these stairs look great. I don't think there's anything I'd change about them. I love the stain. I love the wood that we used. Honestly, these I'm perfectly happy with. I would do it exactly the same way again.
Okay, yeah.
What you think?
I do. Some people were talking about the rebar, that they may rust, but I don't see any issues with any rust yet. I think they've held up great. The stain looks great. The risers are all painted nice. Again, that is something you do need to touch up just with the kids kicking it and stuff like that. Again, the painted handrail, again, does get scuffed up a little bit, but I mean, that's just normal wear and tear. But as far as the stairs themselves and the material that we used, I think we're super stoked. Now,
let's go to the other ones.
Let's go to the other ones. Now, these were number 2 stairs that we did. Let's look at number 1 stair that I did. And this job stunk. I didn't like this one at all. Okay. So this is the staircase that I did first. So these are pine stairs, pine landing, and it just has poly on them. What do you think?
Okay, I know you have an issue and I have an issue. Scuff marks. I will never do just poly on stairs ever again.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you there because as a builder, I'm a builder. No, I'm not really. I will say this, that we just did polyed stairs at the duplex. But the biggest difference is this, is here we used pine, which is cheap, instead of using oak or some type of other hardwood oak. So if I would have gotten off my wallet, we could have kept them just polyed, but we had to go with oak or something hardwood that doesn't scuff and ding. Oh, I want to show you this, Ellis. I noticed this today cleaning. Let's take a look at this. What are these marks? That looks like high heels.
I don't even wear high heels.
Well, what is it then?
I don't know. Don't blame me.
Well, again, this is what we're talking about, is that this pine, with it being a soft wood, everything shows. Now upstairs, the stain hides it.
Yes.
Again, so we're looking at, if we did it again,
I mean, I love the color, but it's not practical for a heavy traffic household.
yes, or definitely have to go with a harder wood, oak of some sort, so that it doesn't get dented like this. And a lot of more upkeep. I mean, I could sand this all down and stain it or paint it again and poly it again. It would probably look all right, but...
So you're saying that's an option?
Shh, no, it is what it is. All right, moving on.
Hey, not yet. It's a little early. You just did the bed. This is
I
a
know.
looking back video.
Oh, but I love the way it looks.
I know, it does look nice.
Let's talk about this. What is that?
Okay, so the headboard you made. One of the comments, really everybody loved it, but everyone seemed to be very concerned with the holes in here, that it was going to get really dusty. And I think you made it the perfect width here.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Width?
No, the one before that.
Perfect?
There was one, yeah.
It just doesn't really collect dust in there. It's a perfect width for no dust.
Nice.
And even if you were to get a little bit in there, you can use a little keyboard sprayer.
Yeah.
That air.
Now, I did make one mistake. Now, obviously, people that, if you want to watch the video, I made a huge mistake in the beginning because I built it the wrong size.
Yes.
But I did make one small mistake that I think a couple people caught. And you want to point out, Steph?
The middle.
Yeah, what we did is when we built it, we made those first two go together. And that was a no. We did this section first, and then we did this section. And what happens is we butted the noses there together. And so when these came in, yeah, that happened. But you know what they say, it's one way to do it. And also, I'm going to tell my wife that's how it's supposed to look. Perfect.
So you should have never said anything.
Excellent. But hey, definitely check out that video. It was an awesome one. And again, this is one of our older projects, and it still looks fantastic. So this, hey, the ceiling.
That made the biggest difference
Yeah.
in this room. Someone said we had a Kinko ceiling, and I already didn't like the ceiling, so that moved up on the priority list when you made the headboard. So thank you.
Yeah. This is that ceiling from Armstrong ceilings. It's just that clips into the existing grid from a drop-down ceiling, and I put some recessed lights in. And I'll tell you what, check out the video. It's night and day. I mean,
Yes,
it is night and
definitely.
day the way it makes this room look. Like Steph said, people are like, "Were you living at Kinko's?" This is the basement. People don't know that we do live in the basement because my in-laws live upstairs in the master. So we tried to make it as, you know, as homey as possible. And then, what are they, fluorescent lights that were in here?
Yes, I felt like I was at work
Yeah.
in my bedroom.
Wasn't cutting it. So we did
That
the
just
Armstrong
kills the
ceiling. Armstrong, again, thank you for hooking us up on that one, and it looks awesome. And again, trying to make everything look homey and have a good feel, we also did
The bathroom. So a lot of people were concerned with the ceiling being up over the shower
why?
because of the moisture.
Oh, the moisture, yeah.
I mean, we do have a fan in here, heat and, you know, the fart fan, as you insisted on calling it at least, I don't know, 10 times in the video.
Master electrician, get that switched out, get the wire ran up, and get the new fart fan working.
But we have not had, there's nothing that's warped or worn from the moisture.
No, everything looks the same. So again, another big, huge comment was the shower. People were really concerned on how the spraying of the etching and the spraying of the paint on the shower was going to hold up.
Everyone thought it was a huge mistake.
Yes.
Everyone.
And what do you think?
I think it's awesome.
Yes.
I mean, it does need to get touched up, so put that on your honey-do list.
Yeah, okay.
But, I mean, really, the only place has been here. I mean, this is where we grab to open it up.
Mm-hmm. And a little bit down here, and I think that might have been my fault because I think I might have shut the door before that paint was totally dried. Here was an awesome fix. I think it's fantastic.
I mean, it's good if you're looking to save money, you want a big change in your bathroom, but your budget is a little bit smaller.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it was a pain to do it. A big pain.
It was.
But I felt like it was worth it. It gave it that modern look, and I felt like it completely changed this bathroom.
See, I'm the type of person where you want something done, we're going to do it. So here, hold that for a second. Hold that right there.
Oh, nice. We're not messing around.
Anyways, I was going to be a hero. Now I just turned into a zero.
Oh, you're not a zero, huh?
A couple other small ones to finish out the video. Remember this ball and table that I made for Stephanie? You still love it or what?
I love this piece.
Yeah. I will say that if you ran your hand across it, which you can't, but I can, some of these boards have dried a little bit and cupped a little bit, but I think that just adds to the uniqueness. Is that a word? Uniqueness?
Sure, yeah.
Uniqueness of the table. I will say I probably could sand it down and put some more poly on it, just like I need to do the stairs, just upkeep on it. But again, it's sturdy. Nobody's broken it yet. The biggest comment was that the legs were on upside down.
Now, this is not my table.
Yeah.
And I'm no designer of furniture or anything, but I'm just wondering, the way that the legs are shaped, are they supposed to all be installed the same way?
I don't want to kill somebody.
Or are you going for this kind of one way and then the other way kind of thing?
I asked them if they were the same. And now that I'm looking at them, I actually see that they're not the same.
I mean,
they're not.
They're not the same.
They're not the same.
Oh my God! Yeah. Two are the same.
Well, I mean, it just depends on where you're sitting.
We just need to flip to them.
I don't think you'll notice. I don't think anybody else would notice. I would just leave it.
But they all match now, so I don't know if this is supposed to be up or if that's supposed to be down. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. But it looks fantastic, and that was pretty much the only thing that people said was that the legs were upside down.
I mean, I like it.
Yeah.
So, doesn't bother me.
She's a little upside down. And let's go. Last one's this. Hey, Kitty. Kitty's like, hey, what are you doing? This was our washing machine makeover. Remember, we had to get a new washing machine, and the washing machines now are bigger than the old school washing machine that we had. So I had to lift this whole entire cabinet up to put a new one down. Again, now this was pallet wood. As you can see, if you ran your hand across this, it's definitely not flat. Adds to the look of it, to the rustic look of it. We have not got a new dryer yet. I can't believe Stephanie's let it go this long, but as you remember, I did build that platform to get it up to the same height. So again, I think the only thing I would change here is that maybe use a different wood or have the pallet wood dry out a little bit more. I think if it dried out a little bit more, then when I put it together, it wouldn't have shrunk so much, but it's still good. Nana's still got her plants up here. She doesn't use this as much now because she's got her greenhouse. We're not going to show that because that was just a couple months ago, but again, for the most part, I think it's held up and it's doing its job. Hey, Pansy, you're all wet. Get away from me, dog. All right, hey, that's a wrap on today's video. I think it turned out fantastic. I think we went over some major projects.
And that's not even near all that you've done.
No, I've done a lot of projects, a lot. And I did a lot before we even started filming for the channel, but
it's the move-in ready house that he had to fix up.
Yeah. But I know you guys aren't huge on hearing me talk. So hopefully you're all right with hearing Stephanie talk. But we just thought it was important to do a video like this, and there was a reason why.
Yeah, because we read your comments. So we wanted to make sure that all the questions that you guys had were answered. Typical wear and tear on some of the products and the people that we've worked with, their products. Just that etching on the shower.
Should I do this? Should I not do that? Should I do this? Should I do that? Type of thing.
Everybody wanted to know, is that going to hold up over time? So hopefully that answers a lot of the questions that you guys had.
Yeah, and keep the comments coming because you're not going to hurt my feelings. Again, like Stephanie says.
I mean, I'm good at hurting his feelings, so you don't have to worry about it.
She said earlier, she goes, will you build a certain way? That was like...
It's Jay's way.
Yeah, it's Jay's way. So please, the comments help us. I'm not going to get offended because I know everything I do is not perfect, but, give us the comments. Let us know if we're doing it right. And then as we're doing this, hopefully we can help out everybody out there that may be doing a project on their own as well. So again, guys, thank you so much for watching today. We love you.
Thank you so much for the comments.
Yes, keep them coming. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that bell, the like bell. Make sure you hit the notification bell. Whatever there is you can do to help us out, we would greatly appreciate it. Again, we love you, and thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.